Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the area of the world where you are watching from. Here are the news making headlines today. From Nigeria, President Tinubu is worried, and his counsels, the lawyers who are representing him to defend his presidential victory, are surprised by the buses full of tangible voters' cards and the results brought forward by LP and the People's Democratic Party, PDP. These councils are saying that Tinubu's victory should be nullified. From Europe, women in Malta charged in court for having abortion, and the pro-choice group condemn reinforcement of country's total ban on termination. So the women are saying that they have the right to terminate the babies that they conceived. Majority of them got on the street protesting that the judiciary system of Malta should remove nullification of abortion. Burkina Faso is the world's most neglected crisis as focus remains on Ukraine. The people in Burkina Faso are not finding life easy. And now the annoying thing is this: they need support of the United States and Europe. These countries that would always come into their country to tap from the natural resources. Life is indeed too difficult in Burkina Faso now. The displacement of 2 million people in Burkina Faso has been named the world's most neglected crisis, while the world's attention and the aid has been focused on Ukraine. According to the Norwegian Refugee Council, Burkina Faso has endured 5 years of conflict with militias who have attacked water sources and the forced school closures, now controlling up to 40% of the country's territory. Again, from West Africa, Ghanaian traders have warned EU. Stop dumping your cast-offs on us. Ghanaian cloth traders tell EU. With 100 tons of clothing from the West discarded every day in Accra, fast fashion brands must be forced to help pay for the choking textiles waste they create, environmentalists say. A group of second-hand clothes dealers from Ghana have visited Brussels to lobby for Europe-wide legislation to compare the fashion industry to help address the environmental catastrophe of dumping vast amounts of textiles in the West African country. As we want to focus on Nigeria now, the court hearing is ongoing, as we all know, and the evidences are there now in the court. The ballot boxes full of voters' cards with the signatures from INEC as evidence from LP and PDP. What is the fate of the outcome? This is now the question, and is debatable. Normally, this shouldn't be debatable. With evidence, substantial evidence, and the clarity, it shouldn't be debatable. But let us not forget that this is Nigerian judiciary system. Let us remember that this is Nigerian judiciary system. Even right there in the court, a voice came from the background that what the papers in the ballot boxes are not real papers. And the INEC is denying that the papers in the ballot boxes are from them. They are denying the signatures. They are denying that they don't know what the LP and PDP representatives are talking about. They are denying the fact that the papers in the ballot are votes of people, uncounted votes, destroyed votes, and some of them were from the beavers machine. Since LP and the PDP were allowed to access the beavers machine, INEC is surprised that they would come up with something like this. Now the Nigerians all over the world are looking forward to see what the outcome of the judgment will be. But I have one doubt. Remember the inaugural ceremony of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Of course, the Chief Justice of Nigeria plays his part, because the Chief Justice, as we saw on that day, he came out, and I think he was the person in position to give the mantle over to the current president, who we have today as Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Do you think that based on the evidence that the Chief Justice is going to rule the right justice that people are eager waiting to see it happen. Because the focus now is not about who Mr. Tinubu is, or who Mr. P2B is, or who Mr. Atiku Abubakar is. The focus is who won the presidential election. Just have a look. They are bringing the buses right inside the court. And the large number. Now the buses are coming from Imo State, from Abia State, from River State. The volume that comes from River State is unbelievable. And it is the place where it was rumored that Governor Wike rigged the election. He rigged it 100%. He rigged it full time to support Tinubu. If I will keep showing you how they were moving it in, maybe this video will be long. I don't want this video to be long. So just have a look and see whether or not the presidential election was rigged. It was a big drama yesterday in the court because the Tinubu's council were surprised as they saw these things. They never believed it could come up. They never believed buses like this would be brought to the court. And they questioned, where about are the buses from? You see, this is why P2B from the beginning, he was calm. He relaxed his mind because he knew what he was fighting for from the beginning. He knew a day like this would come, and the evidence that the judge want to see, the judge will see it. Now let us know what the tribunal is going to say concerning this. And mind you, if the tribunal refuse to accept the facts presented before them, then this case will now be moved to Supreme Court, where the court order is the final, where the court ruling is the final. So hopefully we are going to see justice to favor who really won the presidential election on the 25th of February 2023. Subscribe to this channel if this is your first time, or if you've been watching and haven't subscribed. Use this opportunity below this video on the bottom right corner. Click on the subscribe button so that whenever I upload a new video, it will directly come to you. I will talk to you in another video.